tranquilized. Couldn't ask for much more. No, I'll leave her where she is. At least we have someone who knows what they're doing on our side. We've discussed everything already. I'm supposed to accompany him to the data center so he can reprogram the machine and stop the experiment. Looks tidy. The progress bar is rising. We have to get into the data center to stop the process before it's too late. The machine's core. I've never seen anything like it. The hermetically sealed fusion chamber. We have to gain access to the data center to stop the machine from there. Cool. A red telephone. I wonder if I can call the president with it. Seriously, who would I call? We have to gain access to the data center to stop the machine. There's a thick, partially burnt cigar in the ashtray. It's no longer lit. There's a burnt cigar in it. Looks like Van Ryn was in a hurry. One of Van Ryn's cigars barely started. The assistant's desk drawer. Mind if I rifle through your desk?
If it'll help prevent the end of the world, then be my guest.
Nothing obviously useful, but there is a remote control flying saucer. For want of anything better to take, can I take this? UFO thing?
Sure, if you can use it. It's just a little hobby of mine, when I'm not inadvertently bringing about the apocalypse.
Homemade, but should fly. Looks tidy. Notes, plastic cups, used tissues, and all kinds of other office garbage. A few used poster strips and a pencil stump. The rest is just trash. There's nothing useful left in there. Poster strips. Double-sided adhesive. Thanks, old friend. A tiny pencil stub.
Damn, the security system's been activated.
Of course.
There's a laser barrier. If we trigger it, the corridor hermetically seals and then kills us with toxic gas.
I don't see any lasers.
Now, we're in a clean room. The air's dust-free, so the lasers are practically invisible.
So what do we do?
We can turn off the security system via the console, but we'll need the right keycard.
Which you don't have.
Unfortunately.
Well, fine. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give it some brain power. With the right keycard, you can deactivate the laser grid here. I need the right keycard to shut down the sensors. That, if I'm not mistaken, is the keycard next to those papers on the shelf over there. Maybe it's the one for deactivating the motion sensors. But how can I reach it from here? I can't reach it without setting the alarm off. An empty table. You need an access card to open the door. 2 lab coats. Laser beams don't fall for disguises, but let's see what's in the pockets. A key with a lighter attached, a makeup mirror, and some lipstick. A little key with a lighter attached. Red lipstick. A double-sided pocket mirror. No keyhole, just a card reader. Two lab coats. Of course. Maybe I can lure Van Ryn with a cigar and then... No, that's a stupid idea. I'll stick some poster strips on the back of the 2 mirrors. Lung cancer tastes smooth. Shouldn't take long. There. Now we've got atmosphere. Okay, steady hands. I'll break the pocket mirror in 2, then fix one side to the wall and use the other one to deflect the laser beam. Perfect. It worked. I've used the mirrors to deflect a short section of the laser grid. It would fit, and I could pilot it down there without being noticed. But how would I get the keycard back? It would fit, and I could pilot it down there without being noticed. But how would I get the keycard back? I'll stick a couple of the poster strips on the bottom of the UFO model. It fits, but I'm not sure I'm a qualified pilot. Could you give me a hand?
With what?
I've made a gap in the laser grid.
Excellent.
We can fly your saucer to the other side and use it to get the keycard.
Sounds fun. Give me the remote and pop Betty down on the other side.
Betty?
Yeah, don't ask.
Fine, I'll move Betty into position. You did it!
I did, didn't I?
Damn, what now?
Miss Kalenkov, where are you headed?
Nowhere fast, it seems.
Ah, Gruber. I regret to inform you that I cannot allow you to continue.
Damn it. I need to get out of here. The elevator's control panel. I need to get to the surface. Pointless. The elevator's jammed. The key card for the elevator. There's a hatch screwed into the ceiling. I won't be able to unscrew them with my bare hands. Maybe I can use that to unscrew the panel. Did it. Leads to the surface. Damn. A metal pin. If I put my fingers in there, my days of ordering 10 beers at once are over. The elevator travels along the threaded track. That was close. I hope Nina's faring better.
Another keycard. Better than a Swiss pocket knife. Open. A terminal, keyboard, pencils. Nothing I could use right now. Looks like a normal cupboard. It's empty. Looks like a normal cupboard. Locked. The key fits. What have we got? Dressing material, disinfectant, a laser pointer, and a defibrillator. Motherload. Some gauze bandages. For cleaning hands. A laser pointer. Class 4? I didn't know they made them so small. Not bad. The mobile defibrillator helps you establish a regular heartbeat, or do exactly the opposite if used improperly. If I step foot in there now, the alarm will go off. With the right keycard, you can deactivate the laser grid here. Out of action.
Damn, they're guarding the data center.
Now what?
You don't have hand-to-hand combat training?
I have a lot of experience with combining everyday objects into improbably useful tools, but no, I am not a secret agent. I'll think of something. A fire safety system. When the inbuilt sensor detects high temperatures, it activates the sprinkler. The entrance to the data center. We have to get inside, whatever the cost. Not as long as those guards are there. Heavily armed. It isn't that easy. I'll aim at the sprinkler system heat sensor.
Damn it, what now? It's just a screw up in the system. I'll go sort it out. You stay here.
Great. One down. The sprinklers formed a puddle here. I'll wash my hands of all of this later. Best be careful not to get my feet wet.
Is he dead?
No, just recharging his batteries. Let's go.
Lock the door. I'll log into the system and wait until the firewall is deactivated. I hope your friend is successful.
You bet.
Open the door.
Shit! Now what?
Don't worry. It'd take dynamite or some kind of industrial metal cutter to get through that door.
Oh yes, so I see.
Oh no! You've got to stop him!
And how am I supposed to do that? Never mind. You do the hacker routine, I'll handle the lateral thinking.
We prefer cyberspace explorers. But okay, I'll focus on reprogramming.
Fine. I'll rig a surprise for our friend. He's cutting his way through, won't take him long. I'll have to stop him somehow when he comes in. Bad idea. I'm guessing it contains liquid nitrogen for cleaning the servers. Cold to the touch. A fire cabinet with a glass door. I can see a fire axe and a hose inside. Since when are fire cabinets locked? Just what you need in case of emergency. He's waiting for Max to switch off the power. I'll take the axe. A fire axe. One well-placed blow. Don't move!
Good work. But now your friend really needs to hurry up.
I have to get in there to interrupt the power supply. Obviously, locked. The keycard doesn't work. I wonder if this electronic lock can be opened from the control center. Don't ask, don't get. Nina, this is Max. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You alright? We could use that blackout right about now.
I'm outside the generator building. The door has an electronic lock. I don't know how to open it. Can you do something from the control center?
I'll ask the expert. Wait a second. Max? We can do it, but we need the identifier for the door.
All right, I'll see if I can find it.
Hurry up!
The cover's made of metal. The cover's screwed to the chassis. Screw. I won't be able to do that without tools. Amazing. Does anyone actually use these to unlock doors? I'm completely clueless when it comes to this stuff. You better not. Here's the door lock identifier. The identifier is XJ-3486.
I'll pass it on. Bear with us.
Take your time.
So, it looks as if he did it. Of course, deactivating the stabilization field is the difficult bit.
You'll manage.
What the hell is going on? We need to get out of here!
You'll have to leave without me. I've got to finish this. Now untie me.
Ja, ich will.
The master thief used his reward to retire. Over 2,000 years later, several computer games were dedicated to him. Emre's body was never found. After a bad cold that he acquired on the icy streets of Florence, An-Nasir returned to his home in Egypt a made man and swore never to set foot in that inhospitable city again. Was painted by his master and became more famous than the Mona Lisa as the Vitruvian Man. When people discovered that Mona Lisa was actually an anagram for Mon Soleil, and that Leonardo had thus immortalized his secret lover, the homosexual multi-talent fled to the New World with the words, "At least they know the meaning of tolerance." Murphy never really recovered from his defeat against Nina's warbot. After a complete redesign, he joined the police force. The police officer got partnered with Murphy. Thanks to them, San Francisco is now the safest city in the United States. During his interrogation, the officer discovered large quantities of home-distilled alcohol that the kiosk owner had been selling to minors. He was sentenced to 200 hours of community service to be spent setting age ratings for video games at the ESRB. The assistant continues to work at CERN, and when 2012's supposed discovery of the Higgs particle is proven to be a hoax, will be awarded the Nobel Prize for identifying the true Higgs particle. CERN has been the best time of the red telephone's life, better even than the Cuban Missile Crisis. In search of a new challenge, it has applied for jobs in North Korea and Iran. Cunningham and Van Ryn were probably swallowed by the black hole that opened shortly before the experiment was stopped. Was visited by Nina shortly after Max's abduction. He recommended that she follow the Potbelly Hill clue and even paid for her flight to Turkey. Sam didn't make an appearance in Secret Files 3, for which we would like to make a formal apology by way of this picture. Met a Turk who had also lost his memory. Together, they founded a detective agency that deals with grave robberies, but that's another story. Nina and Max will never forget their wedding day. It was a pity Cassandra couldn't be there for the lavish celebration, but the math whiz had her hands full trying to prevent the pi virus from spreading, garnering countless awards in the process. Nina and Max took a break from adventuring and lived happily ever after, until that thing with their kids happened. But that's a story for another day. Thanks to Nina's dedicated support, the mysterious Guardians regain their former strength and will hopefully protect human beings from themselves for a long time to come.